Hey guys, so we really want to share such a cool testimony that God allows us to experience throughout our moving from California to Texas, and how we were like just looking for a house, for a place to live, basically in Texas. As we went to Texas last month in the beginning of March, we were planning to either purchase a house or rent a house. So before throughout February, we were looking for a specific house that we really like. There's a bunch of houses that actually really look really amazing, and we actually found a house that from Zillow, from the app, it looks really nice with the pictures and everything. But I think Caitlin, we're gonna tell you a little bit more story about details on that one.
Yeah, we love this house. Like, it was so unique. It was this character, had the character, the charm, literally everything we could have wanted in a house. And about a week,
Big backyard too.
yeah, huge backyard. About a week before going to Texas, we found out that it sold. And I remember crying because I was like, God, I thought this was the house that you had for us. You called us to Texas. So I'm confused why you're failing us and why you're leaving us without a home. And we were just so disappointed. And a day before we were supposed to go to Texas, our realtor called and said it was back on the market. We were like, oh my gosh, it is a sign from God. We had been praying that the purchasers would withdraw their offer. We were just praying that everything would be this crazy story. And we're so excited. We're like, this is our house. We're ready. Gonna go buy this house. And so we go look at it, and I first saw it. I first saw it at the beginning of the week and loved it. It was at nighttime, and so couldn't see everything, but really liked what I saw. And then Tim, myself, and a friend of ours went to see it on Saturday that same week.
In the morning.
In the daylight. And began to see just all the different things that weren't done right, or maybe corners were cut, or materials were cheap.
Because the house was a fixer-upper.
And so our friend was like, you know what, with good conscience, like, you guys, I can't let you buy this house. And I remember being devastated. Like, we were literally standing in the driveway of this home that we thought we were gonna buy, and I'm just sobbing, so confused. And in that moment, it was so hard to see, like, God, what are you doing? I'm just so confused, and I don't understand, like, where this was supposed to be our home. And we spent the next couple days looking home after home, and nothing was right. Everything we had to change just a little bit, or the location wasn't right, or the price wasn't right, thing after thing. And finally we found a house that we liked. And we said, okay, let's go look at a couple more. And then after those couple more, we decided, let's go buy that house.
And this house is like a brand new house. They
Brand
just
new.
finished it like a month ago.
Brand new home, yeah. Had all these great warranties, all these special features that would have been great for our home and an investment and our future. And so we go back to buy it, and they said it sold. It literally had sold.
It was sold like a couple hours after we left that house, that property.
You guys, it was, again, we were just like, okay, cool. So that was a Monday, and we were leaving Tuesday. We were leaving the very next day, and had no idea what we were gonna do. We had no home. We didn't look at any apartments. No backup option. Like, this was the only option, because we were set on it. And it was so funny because this organization actually is a sponsor and a donor of my organization, A21, of who we're moving with. And so our friend, the same one who had seen the house with us that we thought we were going to buy, that fixer-upper home, she had reached out and let them know that we were moving into one of their houses potentially. And, you know, long story short, we decided to build a house with them because they do custom build houses. And so the funny thing is that because we decided to build it, we got a bigger backyard than the house we were gonna buy. We got to choose everything that we wanted. We got to customize everything from cabinets to bathrooms to flooring to literally everything we could want. We got to pick brand new with all of these warranties. And then the owner of the company, he called our sales lady.
Yeah. And then he was gracious. He was just so kind to us, and then gifted us a brand new, what was that again?
It was appliances, like
appliances,
a refrigerator,
dryer and washer,
dryer.
which would save us tons of money that we were gonna spend anyways for those appliances. So we were so thankful for this opportunity to build a house with History Maker in Texas. The downside was just at that time we thought it was a downside because the build time was around maybe 5 to 6 months, maybe 7 months.
Yeah.
So we were just gonna rent a small apartment while we're waiting until the house is built.
Yeah, and it really wasn't until this week that the Lord gave such revelation into
A couple weeks ago.
the whole thing. And we realized, we didn't know that this virus would outbreak and close borders and cause quarantine and all of these things. We didn't know that it would decrease sales and not allow Tim to work remote and change his job situation. We didn't know all of these things because it was the beginning of March. These things hadn't happened yet, but God knew. He knew that we needed time. He knew that had we bought that first fixer-upper home, that we would have a mortgage to pay that we couldn't afford, that we wouldn't even be able to move because of the restrictions, that maybe there were additional costs that we would have had incurred and had no budget. And there was just so many things that we realized this week that God really protected us and showed grace and favor on us when he called us to move and called us to build this home. And the word people have continued to speak over us is like newness, and how in this season, like there's just such a newness about it, a breath of fresh air, and how God's gonna do a new thing. And we thought it was kind of just for the home. We laughed and we were like, yeah, we want to claim that newness, but we really believe it's for a lot of things. It's for the home in the future we're building. It's for a career that is in the horizon. It's for a church that's coming. And we just have such anticipation for this new season and this fresh air that's coming. But also the Lord spoke to us just about the sweetness of being in the waiting, and that there's purpose in the waiting. There's purpose when plans change. There's purpose to sit and wait.
Yeah. We just really want to encourage you guys that if you think that you guys, when you guys make plans and your plans don't work out, always trust that God's plans always reign over our plans. That our God's plans always gonna be way better than what we're planning. So you feel like you're devastated, you're sad, you don't know what's going on, why it's happening in your life right now. Just trust God is there. God knows. God will always walk in front of you for everything in your life, and He will bless you even more when you trust Him in every single step of your life.
Yeah, absolutely. And we just hope that this was an encouragement. It's definitely been encouraging us, and we know that the story isn't finished yet, that it's just getting started. I mean, obviously we're still in California, so there's still so much ahead, and we're excited to continue to document this process and include you guys in on the miracles God does with the house, with the jobs, with church and community and families. But we just wanted to give you guys a snippet into what God is doing and give Him all the glory and praise. And we hope that this blesses you as much as it's blessed us.
God bless you guys. Bye.